binomial times a binomial. So I take the top binomial, doesn't matter which one you put on top, just write one of them on top, and the other one goes down the side. Now you multiply, just kind of like a multiplication table if you've ever used one of those. This times this goes, and the answer goes in the box. So I have 7x times x, that's going to be 7x squared. Now I'm going to take this 7x times the 8. That's going to be 56x. Jumping down to the bottom row, I have 1, and I'm going to multiply that times x, so that just gives me a 1x. You don't have to write the 1, I'm doing that just to be super clear. And then you take the 1 times the 8, that goes here. Now, you're going to get 7x squared, do 6x, and 1x. You can write it out. I'm going to just add them from the boxes. That's going to be 57x. And then the 8 comes along. So this is our final answer. All right, let's do it again, but this time the problem's going to have some negatives in it, just so you can see how this all works. We have 7x minus 6. I'll put it on the top. I could put it on the side. It doesn't matter. I just always do things the same way with math, so I can catch errors. All right, we have 7x times x. That's going to be 7x squared. Negative 6 times x is negative 6x. Negative 2 times 7x is negative 14x. And negative 2 times negative 6 is a positive 12. All right, we have one squared term. That's 7x squared. We're going to have to combine these x's, and that's going to be a negative 20x. And then we have the plus 12. And I also like boxes for more complicated problems like this one. It's a binomial times a trinomial. Now here it isn't like you can just pick where you want to put stuff, because you have to go by how many boxes you have. So the trinomial with 3 terms has to go along the top because I have 3 boxes this way. And then we're going to do the x minus 5 down the side. And we do the multiplication. Again, not the only way you could do it. I just think it's very compact and super efficient. I dig it. So x times 2x squared is 2x cubed. X times 2x is 2x squared. And x times negative 4 is negative 4x. Moving down to the bottom row, negative 5 times 2x squared is negative 10x squared. Negative 5 times 2x is a negative 10x. And negative 5 times negative 4 is a positive 20. Now, combining all this stuff is going to be a little bit trickier. I know I have one cubic term right here, but I have 2 x squared terms. I have 2 x terms, and then I have one constant. Just looking at this before I even start. So now let's write the answer. 2x cubed first, because that has the highest degree. Combine your x squareds, that has to come next. So you have a positive 2x and a minus 10x, that's going to be a minus 8x squared. Combine your x terms, that's going to be a minus 14x. And then you have a plus 20. All right, let's make it one more level complicated. And that's a trinomial times a trinomial. And so you're going to end up with a 3 by 3 box. 4x squared times 5x squared, that's going to be 20x to the 4th. 4x squared times 5x is 20x cubed. 4x squared times 3 is 12x squared. 5x times 5x squared is 25x cubed. 5x times 5x is 25x squared, and 5x times 3 is 15x. Negative 6 times 5x squared is negative 30x squared. Negative 6 times 5x is negative 30x. And negative 6 times 3 is negative 18. All right, we got some work to do to combine. There's only 1/4 term. That's going to be the first one that we write because it's in the highest, it has the highest degree. We've got a couple of cubes. Let's put those together. A 20 and a 25 is 45, so that's 45x cubed. I actually have 3 x squared terms that need to be combined. And when you do all of that, negative 30 plus 25 plus 12, I worked it out ahead of time. It's going to be 7x squared. We have 2 x terms. And I've run out of space. We'll go down to the bottom here. 15x and negative 18. Thanks for watching. Bye.